So I have the Firewalla plugged in back in my data center. I am connected to the 10.2.102 network here. That's my Wi-Fi network. So because we have it connected up, 10.2.0.254 should be working, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to SSH to my core switch really quick, and we're going to take a look at that. So if we do show ARP, you're going to see here the 10.2.0.254 on VLAN 1. So even from here, we should be able to ping the 10.2.0.254. I think we're only blocking ping on the outside network, so the inside should work. Unless the system is still booting up, I'm kind of unaware. Though I'm really hoping that this thing comes up. As I said before, it took a little while for the Linux kernel and all that stuff to, go through its service installations and updates and whatnot. But one of the things I wanted to show you, it's a little different with Juniper. If you do show route from the caret mode, so basically you're not in write mode. This is like read-only mode. So we can do a show route option here. You'll see that my default route 0.0.0.0/0 is connected to 5.3 on VLAN 5. If we do a show interface as terse, you're going to see this is where all of my basically SVIs live. So like my VLAN 1, which is kind of like my default network. VLAN 5, 5.1, this is like the connectivity between my personal secure network and my Intras data center. So I have a couple firewalls in between myself and that. VLAN 100, this is like computers, 102 is Wi-Fi, 200 is servers, and 208, I can't remember, it might be vMotion for VMware. I might not even need it anymore, but anyway, these are all the networks I have on my core switch and in my network at home, and I want to be able to, route from all of these networks through the Firewalla to the internet, and that's one of the reasons why we had to do that route, because the Firewalla itself is not doing basically the SVIs for the network. My core switch is doing the SVIs, and I'm just pushing the next hop to that Firewalla. If we do here show routing options, you're going to see here a little bit different than Cisco. We have to specify a routing options static route and a next hop. We can do a run command to, it's kind of like the do command in Cisco, but it's run in Juniper. But it doesn't look like 10.2.0.254 is working. One of the other things we can try, I don't know, or I don't remember the old MAC address. So clear ARP, and once again, this is also Linux based. So we should have a, I thought there'd be a grep, but apparently not. Let's do that and just see what happens. There you go, deleted. Show ARP. The one we had before. 14.11. Let's try to ping it again. So it does not look like it's coming online now. I do have the port or LAN 1 port connected to my internal network. I have routing configured. Well, I'm technically pinging from a local network, a connected network. So if you do, show route, you're going to notice that I am actually on or local to this network. So it should be able to get to the Firewalla locally. Yeah, 10.2.0.0/24 is direct. Let's see, show ARP. Still not coming up. And I'll pause the video for a second and see what's going on. Might have to Bluetooth back into the Firewalla, but as of right now, it doesn't look great. All right, let's try this again, shall we? We get the ping response and we get the ARP. So the ARP did actually change. You're going to see here that is 1AC7 rather than the, I believe it was the 1114 we had earlier. If this ARP does not match and you change that IP address, nothing's going to work. So now that we can ping our Firewalla, we see that we have a lot of devices found in our Firewalla app. But one of the things I wanted to verify is logging in locally. Let's see, new device, Cisco systems connected to network LAN 1. Okay, it found my 3560 switch. That's cool. Let's see, let's do a refresh here. Apparently network performance is good. It found 4 devices. It found my printer, my switch, my Juniper switch it found. 3 alarms though. And it's cool when it finds new devices, it actually allows you to allow or block them like right from the app. So if you don't want to just allow everything on your network, you have the ability to archive, mute, or block specific devices from the internet. So if I wanted to block my printer, I could just hit the block button. Let's see, 2 rules, all devices, that's fine. So it does not look like you can manage the Firewalla locally. Because I know we can ping it. I think we tried pinging it locally. So let's exit out of here, ping 10.2.0.254, and request times out. So maybe that's why. I have the route in Firewalla pointing to the next hop. No routes. Apparently when I moved the Firewalla, it lost my routes. So I'm just going to do the same thing we did before about 10.2.0.0/16. LAN 1, LAN 1. Next hop 10.2.0.100. Save. Save. Well, it still says no routes, even though I just saved one. I created and saved a route, but it didn't save. I wonder why it's doing that. 10.2.0.0/16, all devices. Interesting. LAN 1, which is I'm connected to. 10.2.0.100, save. No notes. Save. Okay, route saved. There we go. So, note to Firewalla, not sure why it lost the routes and it didn't save the route the first time or so, but let's see if we can actually get to a web page now. Connection refused. Welcome. Scan the QR code to connect. So it seems like you have to have the Firewalla app to manage the Firewalla device. You know, that's not necessarily bad, I guess. But if you don't have a smartphone, it could be problematic. They said they were working on a GUI, so hopefully they'll get that done. One of the last things I want to do for us, however, if I do a whatismyip.com, you're going to notice I have the IP address of ntras.com here because my Palo failed and I routed elsewhere. So let's come back over here to my Juniper and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So once again, 10.2.0.100. I am currently on, let's see, 10.2.102.6 with a default gateway of 102.1. Back over here on my switch, you're going to notice that 10.2.102.1 is my VLAN 102. So technically all my wireless is on VLAN 102. Doing the show route, I have it set to 10.2.5.3, my firepower. If we come in here to edit, routing options, edit static, and do show, you'll see our next hop routes. If we do delete route 0000, hopefully that worked, and it went away. So let's see, set route 0.0.0.0/0. Next hop 10.2.0.254, the IP address of the Firewalla. Once we do that, we verify and we commit. Once we commit, we can come back over here after a few moments and verify that, of course, the Juniper committed. And there you go. Now I'm getting an IP address of 72.193.207.187. This is the IP address that Cox Communications is giving my Firewalla device. Once again, the sad part is we can only manage the Firewalla from the phone. And we can look into this a little bit more later down the road. But for all of the devices, all of the traffic, data usage, things like that, hopefully when we get to ntras.com here, go into my blog, let's look up something random. Hopefully we'll be able to see this type of traffic within the Firewalla itself. Of course, one of the big problems with this new type of technology, it's not always perfect. I mean, I have a lot of problems with some of my other software-defined systems as well. But yeah, we're on the internet. I'm able to get to www.ntras.com. My DNS works and everything's good. Let's try social media. Well, it looks like I can get to Facebook. You can always add me here or add Ntras. Go to the Ntras Facebook page. We also have the Twitter and a couple of other things. As you see here at the top, we have Twitter, Facebook, and our YouTube page, of course. Once again, patron members, $10 a month, you get us get on Discord, so you can talk to me and whoever else directly. I also have a GoFundMe started. I want to spend a little bit more time and more money on technology and software and bigger and better stuff, but I'm kind of limited in that. So here's my spiel about, hey, help us out. We'll create more videos like this. I mean, I bought the Firewalla for my home use, and now I'm showing you how it works. The more money, the more assistance we get, we'll be able to buy, you know, new systems like Palo Altos, Firepowers, Checkpoints, VMware. I'm looking at doing some more VMware stuff too, so hopefully we can get to that pretty soon. And for now, I hope you enjoyed this video on Firewalla Gold. I'll probably do some subsequent videos as soon as I get some data rolling. If you really like it, check out the Firewalla Purple. They have the cheaper ones such as the Blue and of course the Gold and the Gold Plus. I am not getting paid by Firewalla for this. I just thought it'd be a cool thing to show you guys, and as you can tell, I replaced my Palo Alto with a cloud managed software defined firewall. I'm going to be doing a video on a, what do you call, a travel router, a little TP link in the next video series. So stay tuned for that. It's something I think you'll really want to check out, because if you're ever at a hotel, a campsite, and they give you like free Wi-Fi or free network connectivity, you want to make sure you're protected. And the Firewalla is a perfect travel mate. If you want wireless, the TP link is an excellent choice, and we'll be going over that next. Again,